Hello, Virgo. Welcome. This is your 2020 February tarot card reading with me, Chrissy, from Angelic Inspiration. How we all been doing? Hope well. Some tough energies getting through these winter months. So anyway, here we are to do your reading, and the cards really look good. I have to say, most signs have been pretty good energy for this month of February, with a lot of cosmic activity that's been taking place. So I have, as a little extra card for this month, I pulled in a botanical card, a flower tree, or some symbology. Hopefully it will resonate with you. It's to bring in the medicinal purpose of something that's needed for you. So it's really kind of fun. I have been doing the Imbolc, which is the winter ending and coming into the spring. So I've been kind of practicing, some of the medicinal medicines for that as I go through week to week. You guys can also join me on my Patreon page. And, there's a little more of all that good juicy stuff in the weekly readings. And of course, I'm always available to do a personal reading if needed. And I will leave all the information below. And if you could give me a like if you like this video, I would appreciate it, just for the YouTube channel. It goes by likes and comments, and it's not the easiest thing to navigate, the channel itself, but it goes by algorithms and all this different kind of stuff, which I tend to turn the other way on anyway. So let me just bring your readings to you the best that I can. So for February, for this month, and I also have a guidance card from the Energy Oracle to bring in the energy of what's needed for you for this month. So for this month, Virgo, overall, this is going to be a month about your day-to-day routine, how you are doing of service to others. It's going to be really about service, pets, animals. Family dynamic is going to come into play. So this really is a month for you to, right here, to kind of hunker down, take in the winter months if you're in the northern hemisphere. And even if you're in the southern, it's a time to really get comfortable, nourish the self, do things for the self on a day-to-day routine that you value, that you have value in, and that you love to do, because that's really what it's about at the end of the day. So you're coming into the month with the Three of Cups, and this energy is all about, there's some type of coming into the month with excitement, maybe a gathering or some type of an event that's coming up that you have found that maybe relationships and family and friendships are kind of all starting to come together for you. And it's a real comfortable, happy, blissful time after a time of maybe some chaos or some really heavy energies that have maybe stopped you in your tracks from moving forward and moving on, right? There's been some energy, and now you're able to move on, move forward. Some of you will be able to travel or move to a new location, set sail, get ready to move onward and forward, so that you can kind of get out of maybe a rut that you've been sitting in. I feel like you're waiting for your abundances, but they're already here. For a lot of you, it's to look at to see what your abundances are. I think overall you've been kind of maintaining the previous months coming up to this point, and you're coming into a time where there's a lot of gold here. So maybe some solar plexus energy, and getting ready to really embark on a new journey impulsively. You're so ready for the new things to come through, You're so ready for family and love and connections and meeting new people and friends. You do have the Three of Pentacles, so that tells me that money is coming in for the hard work that you've put in. So maybe some of you have been working really hard on something, and you're really starting to see the kind of the fruit of the labor, which is really nice. We have a new moon and a full moon this month. The new moon is in Aquarius. Again, that's to really set your intentions in what you do want, not what you do not want, right? So for you guys, you're coming into, redecorating a home, moving. Some of you will relocate or buy a new property. But really getting ready to expand and really create the home environment, because this Four of Wands has been coming up almost in every sign. It's just a beautiful energy, because this, actually, I have this, not this particular card, in a different deck, on my phone as my wallpaper on my phone. And it's funny, because back when I wanted to move so bad, and I was manifesting that move as long as it took, and as difficult as it can be, I kept looking at this picture almost every day. So for some of you, there's new possibility for either redecorating, upsizing, downsizing, but you're finally getting going after kind of a stalemate, to kind of get the spring in your step, to get ready to make a move, change a location, maybe get something that you've launched off the ground, and it's beautiful energy. You also have the Two of Cups above the Page of Cups right here. And, there could have been a relationship or some bruising or fractured relationship dynamic, but there's been an offering. You could have had like some issues within relationship or things of that nature, where kind of the spark or some of the creativity's been lost, and it's offering its way back in to the Two of Cups, so that you can sustain this like healthy soulmate kind of collaborative dynamic, right? So for some of you, this could be like the best of friends. Some of you, this could be love relationships. But it is soulmate energy, and it is coming in. And there is like some fractures in the past of which path you're going to choose, right? But you're going into or coming out of the month feeling wholehearted, feeling impulsive, feeling like, yeah, I got this, it's finally things are moving, jiving, and starting to come together for me. I think there's been some past difficulty with some confusion within relationships, friendships, and as we come in, when the sun changes into Pisces, and you're going to, that's where you see the cards change, the dynamics change, because you're going through the cosmic energy, right? Which, when that sun goes into Pisces for you, Virgo, that's going to start affecting your relationship house. So it's about the work you put in now, right? For some of you, you could meet the one this month if you're not with anybody, right? If you're not engaged in a relationship dynamic, you could find that you meet the one this month, and there's an offering, something being offered. For some of you too, there could be babies on the way, or a new birth coming into play for some Virgos. We do have the Empress. I'm going to hold her at face value, because she's about Mother Earth. She's about the planet. She's about resourcing and abundance. She is the pinnacle she's higher than the queens, right? So there might be some dynamic where you need to open up the throat chakra to be able to talk about the abundances, what you do have, without anybody getting all wiggy on you about what you have, right? Because that's what it feels like when she flips. But I want to take her at full value. There could be something in you that is birthing something new, and it just hasn't come through yet, right? When she reverses also. So that's another way of kind of putting a spin on this reading a little. So you're getting ready to really come into a time where you're feeling it, right? You're feeling ready and pumped up and in gear to let it really shine through, which I like for this reading. On the bottom of the deck, we have the underlining energy of the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is about choices, making choices in which pathway you're going to take within a relationship dynamic, within a kind of work dynamic for some of you. You're getting ready to embark on a new pathway. You just have to make a choice of who and what that's going to be about and with. I think that's really here for you in February to take a look at also. And then the Wheel of Fortune is here. So your destiny and your fate is pushing this reading. And I feel like it's pushing in for some of you. It's gonna like launch you into some career opportunity with a project to really be seen and get your face out there and get known, or to really bring through how you want to use these opportunities that are coming through. And for some of you, like I said, this is about a relocation, maybe setting up a home, happy home, committing to something or someone, right? It's about happiness and bliss with the Ten of Cups. You're closing some chapters out and you're getting ready to kickstart some new beginnings with an impulsive, ready feeling. Just, be careful of the angles with some things. Like, don't overanalyze, don't get too like worked up if there's a slight disappointment, because that can come too. There's other people too that are around situations, so you just focus on the self and what you need to do to really pull your spirit up and let it shine and rise, because you're heading for really blissful times coming through. So let's take a look at your medicinal card for this month. You got the ghost pipe. Wow, this is very interesting. So the ghost pipe, it's kind of a creepy looking little plant. They are cool though. They have like this, it's almost like a translucent, this is a sketch of one, but it has these bell flowers and this translucent look to it. And, for medicinal qualities for the ghost, this card is kind of related to the High Priestess in the tarot. It's intuition, and it's kind of the moon energy too, the intuition and the mystery, like the next realm, the unknown, right? The psyche, the psychic, the subconscious mind, what it knows, kind of thing. So what this kind of plant was used for, it says in the book that it was used as an Indian pipes. It was considered a corpse plant, and what it does is it's definitely for the eyes, okay, like your eyes, and it helps with disorders. It's a remedy for eye disorders as well as treatment for any type of spasms or any movement conditions. So this is coming through for you for, see how that resonates for you. For your eyes, if there's any eye issues or any type of spasms or movement. But it does coincide with the High Priestess in the moon, which is it's about, deep relationships. And High Priestess is about, in the tarot readings, about, the subconscious and the connections of the dark mysteries. So if you're trying to navigate any type of relationship dynamic or difficulty, seeing where you land with that, this is like, take the deep dive, go into the shadow part of the self, right? Because what others sometimes are saying to you or trying to get through to you, and you're like, yep, no way, can't be. It's like you got to look in the reflection of how that affects you. Like, how are you giving some of that out, that it's coming back? You have to look at those things. So connect with your shadow self, and it's time that you go into the darkness when you get this plant, because it wants you to take a look at something within your nature, within your innate qualities that are needed. And this card reading is so good. So if it's about movement, keeping the body going, and anything like that, this is the medicinal medicine that is for you to, use for this month. Let's take a look at your guidance. You receive the second chakra archangel, Ariel. Card number 36. So threes are about the Trinity, yes. Mastery, right? And sixes are about spirituality. It can be about prosperity, harmony within family situations. and together it makes a 9. So in the month of February, there's some type of spiritual completion that you've been working on or towards that is by the end of February you will see that it's going to kind of complete itself. Maybe with the full moon coming up, you'll see some of that if you practice what that is. So, Archangel Ariel is about, she wants you to come through with some creativity that is not just basic stuff of what you normally do. She wants you to get creative, like to really pull some coloring or drawing or bringing through color, exploring areas of self-expression that maybe you wouldn't normally do. So maybe in your day-to-day routine of this month where a lot of your energy is going to be placed, you might want to change it up a little bit and paint a new color, bring in a different color that you wouldn't normally use, and also it's a time of energies, maybe closeness with others, nurturing, self-care, care for others. This is coming into play too. But this is when she comes through with the second chakra. The second chakra is your sex organs. So, there could be some emotional intimacy coming your way, sexual intimacy. So there's a part of you that needs to have received some, affection, and, it's a receiving and giving card, and it's a spiritual completion. So the sacral chakra is lit up here. So either you have some blockage or you're open to receive new relationships that are coming through. But get creative. Bring some color into your life. Change it up a little bit. Do some meditation, some Reiki work, even some yoga. Change up your regular dynamic. And you might see like that chakra, if it's unblocked, it's you can go with ease into the good stuff, right? And the card reading is a very good reading for you for this month. So do your thing, Virgo, for the month. Enjoy, have the blissful, the comforts, try to ignite like whatever is kind of not working, and you'll be on your way before you know it. Onward, upward, forward. And I like that for you. So happy February. You guys all take care, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.